Assalamualaikum and good morning to our friends and lecturer. Our group is group number 2. We'll be presenting our system named Teacher Record Management System. Our group member is Mohamad Rizzuan bin Ilyas 230291. My friends Adegustazumi Rizky Harsa 250299, and the other one is Septriansyah Ichsan 252102. Okay. This is the introduction. Nowadays, school is one of the places to get education. School is educational institution designed to provide learning spaces and learning environments for teaching a student to get any knowledge from every aspect and experience. School need to manage all those things that support the teaching and learning environment, like manage the financial, manage the student, manage the teacher and others. To manage all of them, it required a system to handle it. We want to try a system that focus on the manage the teacher information and match with the available subject or course. The name of the system is Teacher Record Management System. Teacher Record Management System is a system that keeps records of the teachers. This system was developed by using several programming languages like HTML, PHP, JavaScript, and for the database, the system using MySQL database. Our main functionalities are: first, login; second, forgot password; third, add subject; fourth, manage subject; fifth, add teacher; sixth, manage teacher; seventh, view reports; eighth, manage profile; and the final one is change the password. And then the next is the system risk, also the important. The first one is the register user. Important functionalities is all identified users to determine the access of the main functionalities of users. Next, the information of user is recorded in further identification. And then system risk. User cannot be identified where user access the system, and leaking of credential information of users by hacker if the registration is not secure. The other one is the login account. It is the important functionalities. Identify users based on the account of users, making account secure to preventing give it access to illegal or unauthorized users. Also the system risk, and unauthorized or illegal users are can easily access to system. And then the third one is add teachers and subject. It is important functionalities allow admin to add teachers information and subject based on the valid information. For the system risk, admin cannot add the information of teachers and subject, and admin cannot fill the information each of field. For the manage teacher and student and subject, the important one is allow admin to manage teachers information and subject based on the information. The system admin cannot edit of teacher and subject. Admin cannot fill the information each of fields. And the last one is the view report. The important one is allow admin to view a report based on the data date range, and the system is admin cannot fill the date of the report, Also, error that will feel may be caused by the admin. The next one is the test plan. The test plan, the, the first one is a test item. The interface between the subsystem will be tested. For the the first one is login and then forgot password, add the subject, manage the subject, add the teachers, manage teachers, view report, and change the password. The external interface to the following browser will be tested. Mozilla Firefox, we will be using Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, and Internet Explorer. Okay, the feature that we tested, the following is the list of the areas to be focused on during testing the application. Okay, the login, forgot password, add subject, manage subject, add teachers, manage teachers, view reports, and change the password. And then the feature will not be tested is the testing will only be conducted in the desktop platform. Usage of the system in the mobile platform will not be tested. Okay, the approach, how to approach. The first one is test will involve numerous input fields in the system interface. Second, testers are assigned to execute the test accordingly and mark each tested case as either pass or fail or skip. The third one is the tester should also add comments or notes on the actual outcomes and any other relevant details when possible. Fourth, any error and bug found within the test should be recorded immediately. Last one, once all the test cases are conducted, an appropriate report should be made to address the result of the test. Risk and contingencies. Lack of personal resources when testing is to begin. The lack of availability of required hardware, software, data, or tools. Late delivery of the software, hardware, or tools. Delays in training on the application and or tools. Changes to the original requirements or design. Okay, and this is the test case design. Based on the feature, we tested them in several subpoints. The first one is login. The subpoint is the username and password. For the forgot password, the subpoints are email address, mobile number, password, and confirm password. At subject, only one subpoint is subject name. Also for the manage student, only one, edit subject name. For the head teacher, there are teacher name, teacher picture, teacher email ID, teacher qualification, teacher mobile number, teacher subject, teacher address, and joining date. For the manage teacher, there the subpoint are edit teacher's name, edit teacher picture, edit teacher email ID, edit teacher qualification, edit teacher mobile number, edit teacher subject, edit teacher address, and edit joining date. For the reports, only to from date and to date. Admin profile, there are admin name, contact number, and email. For the change password, there are three: current password, new password, and confirm password. That's all. And now I will be give to my friend. Okay, that's all.
Okay.
Mm.
Uh, my name is Septriansyah, and my matric number is 252102. Today, I would like to presentation of the test case design using IEE template. Well, as we can see in this here, this is for the login admin functionality test. There is some step details in this here. As we can see, all of them is pass. So there is no error in this step. And next, uh, the next functionality is forgot password. In this here, the test data of the forgot password is first is email address, mobile number, password, and compare password. And then for the step details, as we can see in this here, all of them is pass. And then this is the result. That means there is no error in this functionality. Next, and next is add subjects. And for the add subject, there is only one test data that is subject name. Uh, as we can see in this here, uh, all of the test is pass. So that means there is no error on this functionality. Next, the next is manage subjects. In this manage subjects, for the test data is only one. That is subject name. And then, as we can see in this here, all of the step details is passed. That means there is no error in this functionality. And next, and the next is add teacher functionality. In this add teacher functionality, there is test data. The first is name, and then profile image, email, qualification, mobile number, subject, address, and joining date. By following step details, as we can see in this here, all of the test is passed. This means there is no error in this functionality. Next, uh, for the manage teacher, there is eight test data. The first is name, and then profile image, email, qualification, mobile number, subject, address, and joining date. As we can see in this here, all of the step to test the data is passed. This means uh, the test is success. Next, and then for the view reports, as we can see in this here, that's only two test data. For the test, for the step, the test, all of them is passed. It means the functionality is success, and there is no error in this functionality. And then next, and then the next one is manage profile. In this manage profile, there is three test data. The first is name, the second is contact number, and then the third is email. By following step to test functionality, as we can see this year, all of them is passed. That means the functionality is success, and there is no error in this functionality. And the next, for the change password, there is only three test data. The first is current password, and then the second is new password, and then the third is confirmed password. As we can see in this here, uh, of the step is passed. It means there is no error in this here.
Uh, Okay. Next, I will explain about testing report and recommendation for improvement. Uh, for this one, we use Selenium web browser to test the system. The first one is login function. As we can see, the login function is completely successfully tested. It means it's okay and there's no error in login test. And next is forgot password function. On forgot password, we also have complete successfully, and the test is no is success and or doesn't have error. And next is add subject function. As we can see, the field the tested is successfully and there is no error. The next is manage subject. For manage subjects, also the same. Or the field that tested also successfully tested and there's no error. And for a teachers, there are one error message in the add teacher function, which is add image to the system, which not allowed by the system. And next is manage teacher function, or as we can see, it all successfully tested and there's no error. And next is view report function. For the view report, it's also the same. We tested all of the field and doesn't have any error. And next is manage profile. For manage profile, also the same. All the field is tested, is successfully tested, and there's no error. And for change password, we already tested all the fields and the field is tested successfully and there's no error. And next, explained by Isan.
So I will continue to comparison between manual testing and automated testing. So as we can see in this here, for the automated testing, uh, there are five difference. There are four different. The first is significantly faster, and then second is cannot upload an image to the system, and then the third is doesn't allow random testing, and then the fourth is use automation tools to execute test cases. And then for the manual testing, time consuming and requires human user, and then can upload into the system and image to the system, and then does allow exploratory testing. And then the last one is test case are executed by human tester. And then next, this is for the pros and cons for the manual testing. So for the pros is uh, there are three. The first is get fast and accurate visual feedback, and then the second is it's less expenses and don't need to spend budget for the automation tools and process. And then the third is human judgment and intuition always benefit the manual element. And then for the cons manual testing, there are three. The first is less reliable testing method because it's conducted by a human. Therefore, it is always prone to mistakes and error. And then the second is the manual testing process can be recorded. So it is not possible to use the manual test. And then the third is certain tasks are difficult to perform manually, which might require an additional time of the software testing task. I say. And then next is for the automated testing, there are three pros. The first is find more bumps compared to a human tester. And then the second is automation process can be recorded. This allow you to reuse and execute some kind of testing operation. And then the third is automated testing support for your application. And for the cons, without element, it's difficult to get insight into like colors, font, size, contrast, or button size. And then the second cons, the tools to run automation testing can be expensive, which might increase the cost of the testing project. And then the third cost is automation testing tool is not yet foolproof. Every automation tool has their limitation, which is reduce the scope of the automation. And then next, uh, recommendation for the improvement of the system is uh, there are three recommendations. The first is admin identification should require more credentials to secure user account. And then the third is, the second is user must able to search not only by subject, but they must able to search by their teacher. And the third is uh, the system for the input error message should prompt to admin to avoid any inconvenience. So for that's all for our group presentation, and thank you.